Well, everybody knows why we're here today. Welcome. Thank you for coming out. We have one formality that we'd like to do at the request of our Public Relations Director, Vice President John Black, which is we'd like to sign the contract right here. So after 31 days of a negotiation that took many twists and turns, we'd like to finalize the signing of Lamar Odom and announce Lamar Odom's return to the Lakers for at least another 4 years.
Screw off.
I guess it's a little too late to ask him for a little bit more.
Oh, you can ask. There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before I turn the microphone over to Lamar, I would just like to say, 3 or 4 months ago, I didn't think it would be possible that we can basically bring this team back in whole. Certainly, the team is not going to be coming back completely the way they ended the season. But for several reasons, from economic point of view, from our point of view, and then having unrestricted free agents, they all have options as well. So Lamar had a wonderful season that ended on the best possible ending you can have, and he had many options beyond the Lakers as well. So I didn't think something like this would be possible. So here it is, July 31st, and we have brought back everybody that we wanted to bring back, with Shannon Brown, who was an unrestricted free agent, Lamar Odom, and of course we had the resources to sign Trevor, but because of a unique circumstances, we did bring a player in Ron Artest on board. So something that I didn't think would be possible.
I just want to thank everybody for coming and supporting me. It was a tedious time, but patience and prayer, I'm back where I wanted to be and where I want to in my career. I want to thank the people of LA. They helped. The fans are incredible. See Mr. Silver sitting here right here. It's just something that I couldn't pass up. And I did it for this, right? To get back to that level. And I'm proud to be a Laker. It wasn't confusion. It was just negotiating. It was nip and tuck. It was part of the process. It's what I expected. Especially at this time where it's tough to come by a dollar. I expected it, and it paid off, literally. The recruitment process of Miami, they were aggressive, and their offer was gracious. But this is where I want to play basketball. When I first got traded here, if you told me, of course I knew I was going to be playing with Kobe, but if you told me that I was going to be playing with Pau Gasol, I wouldn't have believed you. And now when you add Ron, we call him Run, where I'm from. When you add Run, it's like a dream come true. I've known him since I was 12 years old and competed against him ever since. And for both of us, it's going to be a special moment. And for the basketball culture in New York City, there are going to be a lot of proud people. Well, a little bit. It was tough because I don't think people want, I think they wanted me to make the best decision for me, like my teammates, of course, and my family and my close friends. And I thought, I still think, I know that this is the best decision for me and my family. I didn't want, my kids to have to change schools. Again, just the little things. I'm comfortable here. I've been here since I was 19 years old. I'm proud to be playing for what I think is the most popular brand in sports. And, I mean, they didn't want to see it happen, but I guess they wanted me to do what was best for me, and I feel like this is best for me. So I expect us to be better with everyone back besides Trevor, in his place. Ron is a step in. A year under of experience for all of us. Of course, we got to the championship level. And of course, we won. We expect to win again, but we know it's going to take hard work. We know it's going to be hard, and I think we're going to embrace that. I spoke to Ron 2 days before he signed, late one night, and I told him how important I think it is for him to come here because I know how hard he works, and he needs to experience, basketball at its best, at the highest level, and he needs to become a Laker. And then 2 days after that, he signed. I guess basketball-wise, I feel complete. I want to feel it again. It's kind of an overwhelming feeling. I get goosebumps when I think about it now. And as long as I continue to play basketball or play professional basketball, I want to always feel that. The way I feel now, the way I feel during this summer, I want to always feel like that. If we can win 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 championships in a row, I want to experience that.
I look at that as a break. I think everybody took a break, and after a break, you don't know which direction it's going to go. I did have continued dialogue with his representative, although there was really not much to talk about. And to ownership's credit and Lamar's credit, because he was patient, and the people that I deal with most frequently, Jimmy Buss and Dr. Buss, negotiations began again about 4 days ago. So, excuse me? Today's Friday. I would say Tuesday. We had some, talks over the weekend, but it got very serious very quickly. And quite frankly, I think, Lamar's camp and the Lakers, wanted to get to the end of this. It was time. So, 3 weeks ago, you never know what's going to happen. As I mentioned earlier, I didn't think this day would be possible. So a lot of time was spent, what if Lamar didn't return?